Effective change management using adaptive leadership. The term adaptive leadership was coined by Harvard University professor Ron Heifetz in his 1994 book, Leadership Without Easy Answers. The theory of adaptive leadership addresses the strategic question of how to lead people through change. Ron Heifetz set out 5 strategic principles to guide leaders and their teams through this process. These are: 1. Diagnose the situation. 2. Manage distress. 3. Identify distractions. 4. Delegate effectively. And 5. Encourage challenge. So let's look at each of these in more detail. 1. Diagnose the situation. The first step is problem diagnosis and understanding the situation. In the words of Heifetz, diagnose the situation in light of the values at stake and unbundle the issues involved. To analyse the circumstances, Heifetz uses a simple problem typology and asks, what sort of problem do you face? Is it a technical or adaptive challenge? In this simple approach, a technical issue already has a known solution. These sorts of problems require management. Adaptive challenges are problems which have no precedent or ones that continue to evolve and therefore require leadership to address them. One thing a leader can do at this stage is to get on the balcony rather than being stuck in the dance. In other words, a leader needs to take a physical or mental step back to gain perspective and assess the issue, being slightly apart from the frenetic activity of the team. 2. Manage distress. The need for change can lead to resistance and distress. People don't resist change per se. In fact, people frequently embrace change when they see it as positive. But change can challenge values, assumptions, and beliefs, and therein lies the potential for conflict. This can bring dissent and resistance within a team. Therefore, the leader must keep casting the vision and assessing the workforce in how they are adapting. It requires judgment to set the right pace for change. Here, Heifetz says to keep the level of distress within tolerable limits for doing adaptive work. Heifetz uses a pressure cooker analogy. The leader aims to keep the pressure up without allowing the vessel to blow up. 3. Identify distractions. The next step is to ensure that attention is focused on developing issues and not on less important distractions. Here the leader needs to do some diagnosis and identify which issues currently engage attention and differentiate between what is important and what is a distraction. When people find change difficult, they can adopt negative behaviours. As Heifetz says, identify the issues that engage the most attention and counteract avoidance mechanisms such as denial, scapegoating, pretending the problem is technical, or attacking individuals rather than issues. These negative behaviours must be identified, understood, and then challenged to bring people back to the main issue. 4. Delegate effectively. One effective way of keeping people mission-focused is effective delegation. If you can give people tasks that allow them ownership of the problem, or at least keep them focused on addressing it, this will help to minimise distractions. As Heifetz puts it, allow people to take responsibility for the problem, but at a rate they can handle. In this way, the leader can place responsibility on the whole team while at the same time allowing development opportunities. But once again, the pressure cooker analogy applies. The team is put under stress to deal with the problem, but the leader needs to monitor levels of distress. 5. Encourage challenge. Voices of dissent can cause problems for leaders who are trying to encourage change, but a leader must also protect individuals who challenge them. This can be uncomfortable at times, as these people can be a source of frustration to a person in authority and destabilising for the team. Organisations need people to challenge them, and all teams need atmospheres of psychological safety where members can raise objections or new ideas. Therefore, the leader has to protect those who raise hard questions, generate distress, and challenge people to rethink the issues at stake. These people who bring the hard questions are often leaders in their own right. Leadership should be encouraged throughout an organisation to ensure innovation, creativity and challenge to the status quo. These individuals, demonstrating this sort of leadership, will often have the freedom to provoke rethinking that authorities lack. So, to become a leader who can effectively navigate change, adopt the 5 principles of adaptive leadership. 1. Diagnose the situation. 2. Manage distress. 3. Identify distractions. 4. Delegate effectively. 5. Encourage challenge. If you would like to find out more on this subject or about other leadership models and decision-making tools, then click on the link or head over to the website at www.therightquestions.co. And if you found this helpful, please do like and subscribe.